Alright, let's broadcast settings, advanced settings, camera settings, fine face. Turn off the display message to spectators. Alright, let's go see this intro cutscene, shall we?
But their servants were ignored. An attitude of rebellious revelry gripped the city as the comet grew ever nearer. The grand festival descended.
I guess. Whoops. I do want there. Broadcast settings, advanced settings. Can I just, like, get rid of this? I guess. First impressions. Alright, let's see here. I like the art style.
Strange energies emanated from these shards. Warlocks and alchemists experimented with these word stones and soon determined that their uncanny properties could work wonders. Wordstone could heal the sick, regenerate the old, or even turn base metal to gold. Lust for Wordstone focused avaricious eyes upon ruined Mordheim. Treasure hunters descended upon the city, vying with both mutated horrors that claimed the ruins as their own, and crusading zealots who sought to prevent the taint from spreading. Inhuman creatures filtered into Mordheim, staking their own claims. An endless pilgrimage of the greedy and ambitious fighting and dying in a place now called the City of the Damned.
Alright, so it's a bunch of races fighting over the philosophers. Cool. Nifty. I like that crow. That's such a cool art style.
Just another day in the City of the Damned.
Alright. Alright, let's do some tutorials real fast. Oh, jeez. Hopefully these are fast. Alright, combat basics. How does combat work?
In this tutorial, you control a group of Skaven who are scavenging for resources in the quayside area of Mordheim. As they scatter to search the empty barns and ruined warehouses, a group of mutants bearing the flag of the Cult of the Possessed appear in sight. Learn the basics of combat to survive this ambush.
Because I only heard Skaven from Warhammer original. Okay. Let me make sure I'm also on the right internet. Okay. I am on land. Okay.
A new round has started.
Oh, okay. Move the character with the left stick. Circle around. Each warrior determines where it can move with one strategy point. Okay. Each time your warrior crosses the circle, it will cost an extra strategy point. Points are spent only when an action is confirmed or when the warrior engages an enemy. Crossing a circle leaves movement flags to show where an SP was spent. Walking over these flags will return the SP and cancel the movement performed. Alright, when a warrior has no action left, use the in-turn action. Doing so will remove any strategy points, but all action points will remain available for counterattacks. Oh, okay, so if I don't attack, I have counterattacks potentially. You can press the circle button to access the in-turn button. Okay, so circle is how I in-turn pretty sure. many strategy points do I have on this character? Looks like I want to go here, right? Counter-attacking. During an enemy's turn, if all your warriors are attacked in melee, you'll perform a counter-attack. This is only possible if you have enough offense points remaining in the melee weapon and has a melee weapon equipped. Okay, so I have to have the melee weapon. Base chance, weapon skill, agility. So, okay. Yeah. Wow. Ooh. Threat zones and melees. When a warrior enters a threat zone represented by the red circle around the enemy, they automatically stop. The warrior becomes engaged in melee. Warrior can now attack engaged enemies. The cost of the attack and offensive points will vary based off of the weapon used. For example, two-handed weapons will cost 2 offensive points for the first attack, and the cost will increase by 1 for each subsequent attack. To attack, select the action attack in the cross button. Alright, so I have 2... 36 to 40 weapon damage, 15 strength. Okay. Effect type. Maniac. Plus 10% wounds. 5% damage of all types. Rewards for gathering unwitting warrior per warrior alive. Okay. Interesting. Ooh. So I can either attack again or have a counterattack. So I'm going to attack again. Just nice. And then in turn. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, okay. Ooh. Okay. Athletic actions. In many locations, warriors will have the option to perform an athletic action, climb, leap, jump down at the cost of 1 strategy point by pressing the cross button. When performing one of these actions, an agility test will be taken. Oh, interesting. Failing the test will cause the warrior to fall and receive damage. If an ally is in the landing zone, it will move. If an enemy is in the landing zone, it will be moved. And a bonus will be granted to the warrior for its next offensive action. Jump down, I guess. Yeah. And then we're going to attack. Yeah, we can counterattack. Ranged attack. Warriors equipped with ranged weapons can shoot enemies from a distance if they have enough offensive points. Jesus. Okay. Once a ranged weapon has been fired, the warrior must reload at the cost of a strategy point and before being able to shoot again. The reload starts at 2 strategy points and increases for 1 by every reload action taken during the turn. Yes, I want to shoot, but can I choose which target? Or... Ooh. Let's help this guy out. Oh no. I wanted to shoot the other guy. Alright. And then I can move, but there's nowhere really I want to move, so I'm just going to turn. Critical hits. Melee and ranged weapons have the chance to become critical hits. Critical hits always deal the maximum potential damage. Okay, so good to know. Ignore the armor absorption of the target. The accuracy statistics of the attacker provides a bonus to critical chance. Critical chance may also apply open wounds. Stack will debuff on the target. The debuff lasts until the end of battle, reducing the warrior's offensive and strategy points by 1, and increases the chance that will gain long-term injury after the battle if it falls out of action. Critical hits also have a chance to stun the target. Stun targets cannot defend themselves and make it easier to hit and prone to suffer additional critical hits. Out of actions. When a warrior wounds reaches 0, it falls to the ground and becomes out of action. You will no longer be able to act during this fight. After the current combat round, out of action warriors will retreat from the battleground with the warriors and weapons and armors, abandoning their backpack contents and can be leave by anyone. Have a chance to suffer from permanent injuries or death. Oh, jeez. Okay, so there's permanent consequences for bad battles. Hello, viewer, by the way. Alright. Oh, God. That thing hurts. Oh, that thing really hurts. Similar to threat zones, allies have control zones, which prevents friendly warriors from standing too close to each other. However, it's possible to pass from an ally's control zone as long as they finish movement outside of it. No action can be taken from inside an ally's control. Okay, interesting. 3, 4, and then we'll go here, and then we'll attack this guy in the back. Yeah. And then he will not counterattack. Cool, so I'll just try to kill this guy. I'll try to finish him off. Miss. For all these 80% and higher, I've been missing a lot. I feel like the dice rolls are not necessarily fair in that aspect. I've had like 50-50 chances on a lot of these things when I'm supposed to have like 80. Oh well. Alright, battlefield can be viewed by above with the strategy view. Press the R3 button. Okay. Location of allies, milestone points, and the treasure points will always be displayed. The map will also reveal the point positions of an enemy visible by one of your allies, and it will display the last known position of enemies that are no longer visible, labeled as a question mark. Okay. The cart of each warband is always visible and will always serve as the deployment point. Use the left stick up, left stick left, left stick down, left stick right to navigate. Okay. Alright, so we've got, let's see here. So that's that little battle. Call to the possessed. Okay. We've got this guy raining down, so he's double teamed. We got him. And then what is this? So we're gonna need to pull. What is this guy? Okay. I guess it's best if I go down this way here. Whoa. Wait. Which one is this one? Oh, this one's this one. Alright, well. Let's do this. Alright, let's go kill this cultist real fast. Ugh. Freeing up this other dude. Alright, so now he's out of action. And then one more attack. And then we'll end turn.
A new round has started.
Alright, let's finish this dude off. I want to finish you off. There we go. Beacons. While strategy views open, up to 5 beacons can be placed by crossing by the cross button to help you navigate the waypoints. Alright, let's go stab this dude. Ooh. And stab him again, shall I? Yeah. Alright, cool. Alright. Nice. No, I don't want to enter. I guess we'll have to do it this way then. Oh. Okay. Huh. Alright. Alright. I blocked it. That's unfortunate. I thought I could climb up and then climb back down. How do I choose different targets? Oh, hello. Yeah, shoot the big guy. Alright. Oh, okay. Oof. Oh, gosh. jeez. That's not good. Okay.
A new round has started.
Die! Loot. Yes, take. Okay, so that's how that works. So that's how looting works. And then stab this guy. Oh boy. You. Grab you. And then move here. I guess I can go over here to jump down. Oh, actually don't even need to jump down. We'll just enter here. No, I just want to shoot. Shoot the guy. Reload. Enter. Alright. Alright, now he's gonna probably kill this dude. Oh wait, he missed! Oh, he split his attacks. He dropped it though. Yep, he's dropped. Okay. Stab you. Not really. Stab you. This guy has so much hit points. Can I jump down now? No? Okay. Well then I gotta do this. Gotta go around the long way. Oh. And here then.
A new round has started.
Stab you. And stab you. Okay. I'm okay with that. Well, not really, but you know. You. And one more stab you. Yeah. Skaven wins. Okay. Interesting. Those big guys are scary. Like, they get re-attacks, and they hit really hard, and they got so many hit points. Alright. So that's combat. Alright. Hire warriors. In this screen, you may hire warriors to bolster your warband. There are 4 types of warriors: leaders, heroes, impressive, and henchmen. Okay. Your warband must always have 1 leader and 3 other warriors to take part in a mission. It cannot have more than 10 active warriors at the same time. If you hire an impressive warrior, it takes place of 2 heroes and reduces the maximum number of active warriors to 9. Be careful. Be mindful when hiring warriors, since henchmen can also be hired to hero slots. but the opposite is not true. Oh, upkeep. Everyone's got upkeep. After each battle, you must pay upkeep. For each warrior that took part in the mission, unpaid warriors will refuse to join missions until they are paid. You can always wait to pay their upkeep if you are low on funds, but their fee will accrue interest every day. After 7 days of being unpaid, the warrior will take equipment and leave the warband forever. While warriors remain unpaid, they cannot be customized, their equipment cannot be modified, and they cannot learn skills or spells. Paying. I got paid for their treatment. Oh, jeez, this even sounds like it's gonna be brutal. Well, when a warrior falls out of action, it will also gain permanent injuries that will require treatment costs. The cost must be paid in the warband's management section in order to start recovery process. An injured warrior has increased chance to die each day that the treatment is left unpaid. If a warrior dies this way, their equipment will be returned to your inventory. While warriors are recovering, they cannot be customized, their equipment cannot be modified, and they cannot learn skills or spells. Fire warriors. Yep. A fired warrior will be unequipped of their items before leaving. Take note that you cannot fire an unpaid warrior or one that requires medical treatment. Okay. Warrior reserve. Warband. Each warband has a reserve for warriors ready to fight that are not active in the warband. These warriors can be helpful when some of your warriors are out for action for several days due to injury or training of new skills. As long as they do not take part in these missions, these warriors will not require any upkeep. As your warband increases in rank, more reserve and warband slots will become available. Cool. Unavailable warriors. Warriors become unavailable due to the following reasons: unpaid upkeep, recovery from injury, training, new skill or spell. Unavailable warriors cannot take part in missions. Okay. Hired swords. Other than the default rank 0 warriors for hire, you'll be eventually unlock higher ranked and new types of warriors to join your warband. These are called hired swords. While the default rank of 0 warriors will always be available for hire, the availability for higher ranked warriors will vary twice per week as mercenaries come and go. Free hired swords. Several rewards will provide you with the opportunity to enlist hired swords at no cost. Unlike other hired swords, these will never be removed from your list of available warriors until you hire them. Okay. Holy crud. Displays all the attributes of a selected warrior. Cool. Along with the description of which items it can equip and the list of perks, if any, and the maximum amount you can have in a warband per type. These details will help you decide when hiring warriors, since they'll pack gameplay options. The injury tabs, display, blah blah blah. Equipment. A warrior's equipment can be changed in the selection, the number of the list of items in the inventory. You can also browse the store by buying, yada yada yada. Okay, cool. Dual wield / two-handed. There's different melee weapon types that varies effects on your warriors. One-handed weapons only. Use single one-handed weapons will then have increased initiative by 10, dodge chance by 10 due to have an empty hand that's used for balance. One-handed weapon and shield used for using a shield allows for the use of a parry stance. Okay. Two-handed weapon. These weapons have higher damage, but subsequent attack after the first will apply tiring debuff on a warrior, increasing the OP cost of melee attacks / skills by 1, and also reduce the melee damage dealt by 20. Oh, interesting. The effects is stackable and lasts until the warrior's next turn. Dual wielding adds the damage of both weapons together. Like two-handed weapons, every subsequent attack will increase the offense points by 1. However, will also reduce the damage dealt by 25%. Jesus. Okay. This screen will allow you to browse and train skills for warrior. Skills already learned are displayed in the slots. Slots on the left side of the character are active skills, while slots on the right skills are passive. Okay. Warrior can have up to 5 of each. Training skill requires skill points, gold, and several days of training time, during which the warrior will be unavailable for mission. Warriors must also meet the attribute requirements for each skills. Available skills displayed on the right, based on the 9 primary attributes once the skill has been trained. Yeah, okay, cool. Spells. Similar to spells, there are no passive spells, only active. The tab is only accessible for warriors who can cast magic, be it divine or arcane. Spells require spell points, gold, and training time. Spells also have a more powerful mastery version, good to know. Bio. You can edit them. Alright, cool. Customization. Each body part of a warrior can be customized independently. Only a few restrictions apply. If you wear armor, the torso will be locked into the armor type to reflect your equipment for other players. If you wear a helmet, no hat will be available. Cool. Customize colors. Nifty. Alright. Attributes. You have 9 different attributes. That's way too many. Okay, let's see here. Offensive strategy points. Armor absorption percentage. Okay, it's done in a percentage. Damage. Critical hit chance. Wounds. Alright. Physical, mental, and martial. What's the difference? Movement, initiatives, how fast they do it. Yep. Morale, 2 stats that affect morale in combat. Morale is based entirely on the leadership attribute and is combined with the warriors to form the warband's morale pool. Oh, it's a pool. Great. The value is and morale impact. The value is based on the warrior's type, leader, henchman, etc., and increased by 1 per warrior rank. When a warrior falls out of action in combat, the morale impact is deduced from the warband's morale pool. If many of your warriors have low morale values compared to the morale impact values, you may find your warband routing very quickly. Oh, there's routing. Great. Okay. Resistances, looks like melee, range, critical hit. Okay, cool. If an enemy has 95 and you have 30% melee, it'll be a 30%. Okay, so it's just a percentage to dodge and stuff. And then you have a ton of other things. You have a dodge pool, you have a parry pool, resistance to elements. Cool. Attributes worth 1 rating per primary attribute point. Okay. What is this? There will always be 3 options when you decide to gather your weird stones. The primary faction is your main sponsor. The 2 secondary faction will also be interested in buying your wordstone and provide rewards the more you deal with them. Okay, so I got primary and then secondary. Cool. Selling wordstones to a faction will provide you with 2 rewards: reputation and payment in crowns. Requirements. Your primary faction sponsors your expedition and allows you to keep everything you find in exchange. They require constant wordstones shipments. Okay, so I do have to give them constant shipments. The wordstone you send to cover this debt are paid in only 50% of their worth, the other 50% to cover extra fees. Oh, interesting. The requests must be fulfilled with a specific time frame. They do not need to provide a reputation reward. Failing to deliver the request on time will cancel the current request and replace it with a larger shipment. You can gain reputation with your primary by selling extra wordstone beyond the requested shipment. Shipment failure. Shipments requests from your factions are particular punishment. Failing to fulfill a request in time will result in severe warnings that can take many forms. Failing 4 times will cause your faction to retract their sponsorship. In other words, your campaign is over. Okay, you will not be able to progress your current warband any further. It will stay in its current state. However, you may be use the warband in exhibition matches. Oh, interesting. Reputation rewards. When you acquire a new reputation with a faction, your faction rank will rise and provide immediate rewards. Rank and associated rewards can be seen on the right. That's cool. Faction rank effects. When a faction rank is gained, it impacts all factions in the following ways. The faction gaining the rank will reduce the gold paid for Wildstones by 10% down to a minimum of 80% of their worth due to high stock. However, the reputation required to reach the next rank is reduced by 10% as a token of gratitude. Other factions will increase the gold paid for Wildstones by 20% of their worth due to high demand. However, the reputation required to reach the next rank is increased by 5% due to you're dealing with a rival faction. Oh, interesting. So it's a gold versus like reputation kind of balance. I don't really care about skirmish mode. I'm guessing this is just like how to do. Yeah, this is just how to do random combat. Shops. Items for sale, inventory, yep. Market event. Oh, there's events. Market rotation. Each market tag will bring a new market rotation, be it added or removed, yada yada yada. Okay, cool. Veteran system is a way to track your journey and achieve the City of the Damned. These achievements measure across your warbands, all your warbands that are played across your account. Task progression. Okay, so it's kind of like one second. I don't know what the heck is going on here.
Alright, that was weird. Okay, sorry about that. My phone was like telling me it kept charging and not charging, like constantly. It was just like charging, not charging, charging, not charging, and it would keep beeping at me. What the heck are you doing? Shut up. Why were you working yesterday, but you're being a pain in the butt today? Every time you gain a rank between 0 and 10, you also gain a veteran skill point. These skills can be spent to... I'm going to need this stupid phone. This is starting to annoy me. Why are you like this? Do not show again, okay. Okay. I don't understand what's going on with this phone. It's being a pain in the butt. Alright. Well, that's working. Whatever. Sorry about that. Alright. So I get veteran skills. That's cool. How does the time system work in this stupid thing? Scouts, if you're not satisfied with the available missions, you can always hire scouts to get new missions. Oh, that's cool. Next day, only one mission per day. Okay. Daily report. Upcoming events. Oh, unique missions. Alright, let's get in this. I think I've got a good idea. I mean, I should probably... There's what? Ambush to dodge, overwatch, and parry. The disengage. Oh, there's a disengage and flee. The aim action, the charge action, multiple target selection, and action query. Alright.
You take control of a mercenary group seeking to plunder what's left of the riches stashed in a corner of the merchant's district. As the search goes on, it soon becomes clear as to why the ruins haven't yet been plundered when your warband is ambushed by the Sisters of Sigmar. Master the lessons of this tutorial to survive their onslaught.
Dang, Sisters of Sigmar. Those sisters. So, leader, heroes, impressive, which are those monster types, but they count 2 slots, and henchmen.
A new round has started.
Mordheim is eerie and its many alleys and streets confusing the most seasoned warriors. Only the position of the enemies that are visible will be displayed. Yada yada yada. Yep, there's line of sight. Cool. Ooh. Yeah, let's counter this. Ooh, no. Miss.
Multiple targets. When there are multiple targets, they can be cycled by R1, L1. Okay, that's what I was trying to do last time. Okay. Oh, I've got no one near me. Okay. Wait, why is... Let me... Why is it not working? It's either... I want to... Alright. Oh, that's how you do it. After you select attack. Let's see here. Well, you don't have enough to counterattack, so let's attack you. And then I will wait so that I can counterattack back. Dodge and parry. To increase the survival chances, warriors can use defensive stance combat stances. Each stance provides a different benefit, and they all end when the warrior's turn is used. The base stances are dodge stances and parry stances. The base stance costs 2 SP. While using one of these stances, the warrior will automatically try to dodge and parry all of the next successful melee attack it suffers at the beginning of the warrior's next turn. Parrying a attack also reduces the cost of a counterattack performed by 1. Yeah, sure. Oof. So you're dodging. Use the L1 and R1 button to cycle through available actions available to the active warriors as strategy and offense point. Okay. Instead of performing a normal shot, warriors can use the aim action at the cost of 2 SP and 2 OP. The aim increases the chance to hit by 20 and critical by 50. Other variables can modify the chances for the ranged weapons. The shooter is more elevated, the target's behind partial cover, the target is wearing a shield, or is engaged in melee combat. Let's reload. Enter. Delay. Making a warrior wait before its next turn is a viable strategy. Instead of wasting a turn doing nothing, the warrior can perform a delay action at the cost of 1 strategy point to slide further down in the initiative by 3 positions. The warrior will then resume its turn. Can't delay if you're last. Alright. Yeah, I'll delay. Warriors can use offensive combat stance to surprise moving enemies. Each type of stance will be provide a different benefit, and either in the warrior's turn when used. The base offensive stances are ambush, requires a melee weapon. In this stance, the warrior will charge and attack the enemy that enters into its charge range, typically 1 movement range.
A successful ambush inflicts a debuff that reduces the hit chance by 10% for any counterattack performed in response. Overwatch requires a ranged weapon. In this instance, a warrior will fire an enemy that enters into its fire range based on the ranged weapon equipped. These stands both require 2 action points and will cause the enemy's movement to be consumed if triggered. Not available. Interesting. Oh. Okay, so I got ambushed. Aha. Oof. Die. That one hurt. Alright. Charging attack. When an enemy is within 1 movement range of a warrior, the charge action becomes available, allowing the warrior to dash forward. Charge costs 3 and requires a melee weapon and can be used to close the distance. An enemy even with no SP remaining charge has a minus 10% hit chance, but increasing 50% damage. A successful charge inflicts a debuff that reduces hit chance by 10% for any counterattacks. Alright, and it looks like there's a lady over here. I want to try hit. And then let's charge. Oof. 65, jeez. Ow. Yeah, and leaves me with enough for a counter. Because she's about to whack me, so I have my counter. Wait, no, why didn't I get a counterattack? Alright, whatever. Die. And die again. No, I don't want to delay. I want to... No? You're not going to let me choose? Let me choose. Really did want to delay, but okay. Wait, why'd you climb? Why didn't you just run up the stairs? Okay. Potential in target. A warrior equipped with ranged weapons will see red arrows around the feet of potential pointing towards valid targets to shoot. Cool. A warrior that's still in a valid stance has a visual effect around it. Allies will also display the icon above the head to keep track of the stances. Middle of nowhere. Can I, like, go up? Yeah, let's get up here. Oh no! You missed. Yeah, I didn't want to watch. I just wanted to run, climb up. He's gonna get messed up.
A new round has started.
Mm. Disengage and flee. When a warrior retreats from combat with an enemy, it has two options. It can either do by disengaging an action that costs 1 SP to choose OP, carefully moving back from enemy a few meters. The warrior can use the flee at the cost of only 2 SP, but grants each engaged enemy with a melee weapon a free attack. Disengage. Confirm disengage. You're not gonna let me do... No? You're not gonna let me do one of these other stances? Alright, whatever. Fine. And ambush you! Oof. Switching weapons. You can change your active weapon by using 1 SP and 2 OP. Yeah, which is... And then attack! Ooh. Can I do the parry stance instead? Yeah, parry stance. Block. Alright, we're good. We learned all these. Put this one. Yep. What other things does this game need to teach me, supposedly? It's already taught me a lot. Alright, let's see here. Points of interest, switching weapon set, perception, using skills, using spells, new turn effects, impressive warriors, character information. Alright, cancel. What's this one? There's so much tutorial.
Despite
in this
the
game.
violence of the comet's impact on Mordheim, the Temple of Sigmar remained mostly unscathed, and the valiant Sisters of Sigmar certainly had a protective influence in keeping the sacred grounds unspoiled. Once again, the Sisters are set to defend the temple's perimeter, when a band of Skaven strikes swiftly. Learn new actions to defeat the Skaven and protect the sanctity of the temple.
Yeah, screw the temple. Ugh. Get some water. Don't worry, chaos is
A new round has started.
Perception. Oh, interesting. Ambushing enemies, from ambushing enemies to deadly trap. When the extension of chaos has spread throughout the cities, warriors can perform a perception action at the cost of 1 SP to highlight threats, interactive objects nearby until the end of their turn. If the warrior moves, new threats and objectives will be highlighted. Gains a 15% chance to resist trigger trap effects until the next turn. Alright, so let's rotate to do perception. Yeah, that's why we do this. And then we're going to walk up to this guy, and we're gonna attack him. 79% chance to hit. And then we're gonna do another attack. Wow! We're gonna parry, I guess. That gives me a counterattack for 1. Maybe go for dodge. Resist fail. Oh no. Character information panel. Okay. A multitude of effects called buffs or debuffs can affect your warriors during combat and listed on an informational panel on the left side of the screen. You can also access a warrior's resistant information statistics and alternate weapon sets. These windows can be hidden or displayed in a circle by using the left button. Information on selected enemies will be displayed on the right side of the screen. When a warrior uses a spell or that has a duration of 1 turn or more, it'll apply a buff, a beneficial effect, or a debuff, a detrimental effect on the target. The duration of these buffs and debuffs is based on the skill's user turns and not the target's turns. Should the skill user move up or down in the initiative ladder, it'll reduce or extend the duration applied on the buffs or debuffs. If the skill is skill user is put out of action, the buffs and debuffs will persist until the moment they would have taken their turn. Oh, okay. Tiring. Alright, two-handed. Go with a dodge stance. Oh wait, he's already attacked me. Okay, that's fine. As they evolve, warriors will be able to train skills, which can be used in different situations. Combat skills are split into 2 categories. Passive, which are always in effect, and active, which requires a specific target and must be triggered at the cost of the strategy or offensive point, based off the warrior's remaining OP and SP. So basic attack, combat focus. What does this do? Plus 20% to hit. Okay. Dodge stance so that I can counter-attack you, because I think I still have combat focus. Some warriors have perk skills or suffer ill effects or injuries that trigger automatically at the beginning of their next turn. These will always be resolved before a warrior takes a turn and may affect how the warrior will play. Stupidity check. So, bad. Each warband gains access to impressive warriors. These champions are extremely powerful, but also have some restrictions. They focus exclusively on battle, and therefore cannot search. They will never retreat from a fight and cannot disengage or flee. Some of these cannot leap and only can climb or jump down.
from small heights due to their physiologically large. Impressive warriors often cannot enter buildings either. Not all impressive warriors are large. For instance, the maiden of Simlar is regular size. Simple speech. Give me the counterattack. Wait, what? Some warriors can only use magic, be it arcane or divine. Spells cost a variety of amount of action points, and therefore it is the chance of casting may fizzle and fail. The opponent's cost, the higher the cost in OP, the higher the chance of failing to cast the spell. When a spell is cast, there is a chance of reaction occurring that the caster can sometimes friends and even foes nearby. These reactions are mostly harmful, but can also be beneficial. The reactions known as Tethering Stirs or Arcane Spell and Divine Arrest for divine spells. Each spell is cast. The caster also suffers from the Mordheim's Curse debuff, which increases the chance of suffering a curse until the next turn. $138. Alright. And we'll nudge. Yeah. Dodge failed. Oof. Oof. Many points of interest can be found in the ruins of Mordheim, represented by a pale swirl. Warriors can interact with them at no cost. Okay, cool. When standing on the swirl to loot and items they would put, interacting with a point of interest or a word stone will commit the warrior's movement. Enemies' cards can also be looted, so can your card. Oh, interesting. Warriors will who have fallen out of action become points of interest as well. Fallen enemies looted for equipment, but be mindful not to lose your own. You bastard. Looting in front of me like that? You filthy. Let me counter, please. Jeez. Alright, and then we will, Terry stance this. consumable items have various effects used only once. They have requirements and and can complement your strategy and combat opening. Wait for new unforeseen effects. Beneficial consumable. Okay, cool. How do I use them? Ooh, oil bomb. Turn. Alright. Okay. Oof. Ow, that hurts.
A new round has started.
Action information panel. Actions that the active warrior can be performed by modified by wide range of skills, debuffs, or whatever. Yada yada yada. Square button. Gotcha. Changing the active action will update the action information panel. Okay. Alright, let's see here. I don't really have one option. Wait, what? Okay. So we have, let's see, parry stance, dodge stance, switch weapons, disengage, flee, or just regular attack. Alright, regular attack is ooh, miss. Alright, let's take another swing at this. Nice. And then let's go try to parry so that I can get a third attack off. Or get hit. And then he dodges. Okay. Alright. Well, I tried to hold on to it so that I would do another attack. Every action performed or suffered by a warrior is kept in the combat log. Oh, cool. I can see how it does. Because I definitely only did one attack. Oh no, I did one attack last time, so I got my counterattack off. Now I can try to let's give it a shot. See if I can kill him this turn. Nope. Miss. Yeah, dodge it is. Cool. There's so many things to know about this. Alright. Last tutorial. This is taking way too long. And let's see how we win. Let's see how we do routing.
The most numerous of Mordheim's denizens, the depraved members of the cult of the possessed, are now under your command. Mutants, crazed humans, dark magisters, and unnameable creatures are unleashed against an unwary group of mercenaries who seek to scavenge in your city. Learn some new tricks and show those pathetic humans how the Shadow Lord treats intruders in the city of Mordheim.
Nice. I also like how they let you play all the different races in the tutorial, so you kind of get a feel for it. I don't think I want to go with the sisters. Seems a little too reliant on magic, which magic can backfire. I don't know why they do that. That's just a thing in Warhammer, both 40k and fantasy.
They like give you spells, but then they're like, oh, by the way, these spells have a chance. Where if you roll like 2 6s, you just
A new round has started.
To achieve victory during a mission, you must force the enemy warband to rout. Retreat from the battlefield before they make you rout. Before leaving the battlefield after victory, your warriors will also be able to scavenge roughly a third of the remaining weird zone and search points. Wait. Keep in mind, warbands that retreat from battle will keep the loot they managed to search in their cart on their warriors who still stand in all stuff, so all is not lost. Optional objectives can be completed for extra experience points. Completing these objectives will not end the battle, and the bonus gain is kept at the end of the route. Completing all objectives and making the enemy rout leads to decisive victory, which provides extra spoils. Okay. You can press the L3 for objective. Treasures on the battlefield are tracked on this panel and display as the following: 0, 0. The first, the amount of word stores you have gathered, and the search points you have searched, and not necessarily in the number. The second number represents the total number of points on the map. Beacon placed. 05. Okay. I don't see weird. Huh. Alright, let's try this. Ooh, you do hit me. Okay, that's fine. And let's just try to roll around. Alright, you're done. All alone test. When a warrior ends up in a engage with 2 or more enemies by itself, it will need to perform an all alone test based off of leadership. This test will determine if the warrior stays and fights against the odds or turns away and runs for life. If the test fails, then the warrior loses all of its offensive points along with 1 strategy point. If there's room for the warrior to flee, it will run, provided each engaged enemy a free melee attack if they have a melee weapon equipped. If there's no room to flee, the warrior will stay put but lose all of its offensive points. Break all alone. When an ally is in an all alone situation, it can be broken by engaging extra enemies. As long as the number of engaged warriors is equal, there will be no all alone test required. Free attack. And free attack. And now run. Neutral enemies. The city of Mordheim is filled with enemies such as daemons that have no allegiance and will attack all war bands. Be wary of these foes, but remember your enemy could be your ally until they have none of your enemies left to kill. Oh no. No, no, no. Yeah, I guess. Oh, and he's don't even want to fight that dude. Kind of want to just break this off. Oh, I can't because I'm right. Mine. Each warband has a morale gauge representing the warband's morale pool displayed on the top of the gauge. The morale pool is based on the enemy of the morale value of each individual warrior added together. Every time a warrior is out of action, the morale impact value is removed from the gauge. If the gauge falls below the threshold amount displayed below the gauge, a leadership test will be taken before the next warrior from the warband play. The test is taken by the leader regardless of whose turn it is. If the leader is out of action, one of the heroes must take the test. If no leader or heroes can take the test, it's automatically failed. Failing this test will cause the warband to rout, retreating from battle, granting victory to the enemy. Fear and terror. Some warriors, such as the mercenary or the chaos one, will afflict enemies with fear or terror when engaging them. These conditions require tests of leadership to overcome, or the warrior will become afraid or terrorized. Afraid warriors will have a chance to hit in melee combat reduced, while terrorized warriors will have their maximum OP and SP reduced. These effects will last until they are overcome, even if the source is far away or dealt. Or even dead. The warrior will remain shaken from his experience. Idols and prayers. Every warband has an idol, religious symbol that gains grants an temporary buff to warriors that pray near it. This buff increases as the word stone resistance and the chance to succeed in all tests. The higher rank of the warband, the more powerful the buff will be. Let me pray. Oh, here we are. Interact. Yes, I would like to pray. And then I'd like to charge you. 26? That's it from a freaking... Oh, God. That's really bad. Holy crap. Some spells or skills or consumables may only affect enemies, while others, such as Acid Breath or Fireball, will affect everyone in an area. It is important to be careful. Gotcha. Alright, let's see here. Weapon of Destruction. Let's try this. Well, I'm not familiar with this one. What did that do? The idol of each warband is a holy symbol, blah, 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 blah. Although it does not add to the morale pool, having your idol stolen will lower the warband's morale pool. Oh, and it could become a valid tactic to force an enemy warbound to rout. Should the idol be retrieved and placed back onto the cart, the morale loss will be restored. One of the objectives involves stealing an idol and must make it to the enemy cart and steal any of the items they may be stored there in the chest. Alright, cool. Steal enemy cycle. Yes, please. I would like to steal from his cart table. Whoa, 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 whoa. Alright. And then, now that we got that, we can go here. Where am I? Alright, successful. Now let's touch this dude. He dodged. He didn't dodge. He's gonna hit me. Ooh, he hits hard too, 40. We're just gonna beat him up. How come I can never get two counterattacks at once? Oof. Oof. Reload. At the beginning of each combat round, the warriors that are out of action will leave the battleground. They will retreat with their weapons in hand, but they will drop their backpack containing all consumables, gold, will stones, and other loot they have gotten. Should you wish to steal the weapons, yeah. Okay, cool. Where am I? All right. Don't you shoot at my boy. I'll stab you in the back. Why not? One more for good luck. Shoot me in the back.
A new round has started.
Once a battle has started, there is two ways to leave. Voluntary route option becomes available when your warband's morale drops below the route threshold. Suffering defeat, but with no additional penalties, or abandoned mission. This option is always available, however, leaving the battlefield is considered an act of cowardice and frowned upon. Abandoning the mission will allow you to retreat from battle, but all of your warriors will be considered out of actions and suffer associated consequences. Think twice before choosing this option. Disconnecting during a mission is considered abandoning a mission. Oh, so you can't just quit. That's good to know. Shoot me, will you? I will find you and kill you with this hulking berserker. Alright, cool. But first things first. This guy shot at me. I don't even need to do this, but I want to kill him. Alright. There we go. Alright. So, after all that tutorials, a lot of information. I don't know what all the stats mean. There's like 9 different stats. I don't really feel like I understand what they all do. I mean, there's 3 physical, 3 mental, 3 martial. Martial probably increases how much you hit. Physical probably increases damage. And mental is like resistances / magic.
But they don't really explain that well in the tutorial. I'll go back here, but I'm pretty sure they don't explain that in the attributes. Yeah, they don't really say what strength, toughness, agility means, leadership. I mean, leadership, they kind of tell you what it does. But, like, alertness, they don't explain what alertness is. They don't explain what intelligence is. Or warrior skill or ballistic skill or... Well, I mean, I can kind of guess, but I don't know exactly how much those numbers matter. Alright, so new word. So the question is, what do we take? Witch hunters. I'll think about that. So we've got human mercenaries. We've got witch hunters. Depraved chaos cultists, hideous mutants, the abominable undead, witches and sorcerers practicing their black arts. Even the insidious Skaven have been unmasked and destroyed by the zealous efforts of the witch hunter. To join the order is to accept a violent and dangerous life. Fear and mercy alike are qualities which no witch hunter can allow him within himself. An unwavering faith in Sigmar. These warriors have become... Warriors drawn to the service of Reckland, a high-stern profession, eschewing the flamboyance of other provinces. For Ringler, a sturdy armor and reliable sword are more precious skills than jewels vestments. The Grand Priest, Prince Siegfried of Reckland, claims the vast imperial throne for himself and the warriors of the land. Alright, I'll think about that. Initial impressions after the tutorial. A lot of information they put on you. A lot of information. Not really some explanations on a lot of stuff. Definitely try to keep it real, close to it. I do like the idea of this game. I'll give it some more try. I'm gonna call it quits right now, but initial impression, it's got a lot of information, possibly too much for a video game, but not. We'll see. Too much, but not enough. Like not enough explanation on like what strength does and stuff like that, which kind of annoys me. So like it gives you all this data, but then doesn't explain what the data is, which makes it. I think that's bad. All right.